I signed up for the Warhammer 40,000 beta. Did I get the name right?
Yeah.
40K.
40K. Yeah.
40K. Okay. And I'm a little bit nervous. I'm worried. Like, dude, I could really suck at this a lot.
Is it a
And Kyle
strategy
has
or a
mentioned
shooter?
it's like Left 4 Dead,
Got it.
but probably a little more sophisticated in that the players are not all the same, right? So, like, if you're a dwarf, this is how you play. If you're something else, this is how. Well, it won't be the same characters, but work with me, right? If you're the tank, you do this. If you're the nimble guy, you do that. And Kyle talked about it on the show, how like it kind of who he plays with isn't random. Like he likes to play with good players. Like, is Timmy coming along today? Well, I guess we won't be playing on champion level because Timmy's here. We're gonna play on hero level instead, and none of us are gonna get good loot. Not those of us who need top tier loot anyway. So
it won't matter. I doubt that it won't matter because
who believes that? Who listening to this show believes it doesn't matter to Kyle?
So because I've got friends that are like of different like skill levels, and you may be better than all of us, Woody. I'm not saying it's not a foregone conclusion that I'm going to be like better than you at this game or anything, but I will play it probably more, so that might get me there. But in any case, I play with people that are really good sometimes, and we try to like put everything on the hardest difficulty and max everything out. But then, like, if somebody else wants to play, I'm like, oh yeah, we'll play some easy ones. I don't mind. Like, now I can kind of like relax because it's a little stressful if you spend 3 or 4 hours like trying so hard. It's kind of nice to like relax and just shit on the game on easy.
For people who don't know this game mechanic at all, it goes like this. At the end of the game, you get rewarded with better like amulets, which power you up in little ways, and better swords and shields and shit like that. You can imagine. The rewards you get are contingent on how hard the level you just played was. If you're a shitty character, then those rewards are worth something to you, even if you played at a low level. Yep. But if you're that good player, and I'm not, then you're wasting your time. There's nothing that at the end of this game for you. There will be for me because you dragged my ass through it. But for you, it was an act of public service. and there's only so much of that you want to do. That's how the game mechanic works.
I've never minded it. Because it is stressful to play on the harder difficulties. And, you know, everybody, when we do that, everybody's kind of accountable. Like if you let the team down, like, we don't take it super seriously. I don't make it sound like super sweaty, but like we're trying to fucking win. And if somebody's letting us down, it's like, all right, well, next time, maybe not that guy.
We're running into this problem with the game.
But if the next time we play on hard, like if everybody wants to play on hard and like somebody's, oftentimes it's because their character just isn't ranked up high enough to play on hard, right? And I don't mind. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll use the character I don't normally use. This will be a fun little mix up of things. But if hopefully we get into that beta, I know Taylor applied to, and it won't matter there. They'll probably lock us all at like normal difficulty. And there's a bunch of content for the game out now. I don't know if you've watched any of the videos. There's lots of gameplay. There's lots of like these little features for each of the characters. There are different characters and they do have differences about them, but you're able to really RPG-esque your character up. And like, he might be the big ogre, but I bet you could make him faster if you wanted. You know what I mean? Like you could shift him that way if that was
you tell me
how you wanted to play.
You can have 2 of the same character in the game this time around? Is that confirmed?
2 of the same. Oh, I did not tell you that. That would be news to me. I think they really like the motley crew idea of the big guy and the little girl, and like there's like a little Asian girl with a hammer, and then there's a big ogre with like a knife and a grenade launcher. So I don't know all the details. I haven't watched a ton of the content, maybe an hour's worth, but it looks good to me, and it's that nice mix of melee and guns. So we'll
see how it goes.
November 30th, worst case scenario, right? I think that's when it comes out. So
it's not too far.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, that's what all the game companies are like. The game's going to come out this date, and then they postpone it by 6 months. Like,
this has been rolled back over a year and a half. So I'm probably going to stream some of it. I'm not sure. I may buy a new PC with the intention of streaming some Darktide.
You might need to order it soon if that's your intent.
I don't think I'll get the 40 series. I could probably get a 3080 Ti for a steal right now, and that thing is so powerful. Like the 40 series cards are so big, and they are coming in so far below what they said they would. as far as the performance numbers. They were like, oh yeah, double your performance, and it's like, actually, like,
they always say that. It's like 3 times performance, and then reality is like 1.5 times performance. It seems like that's
Comcast
common.
sells you gig speed internet, and you get 300 megabytes per second.
That GPU is this fucking big. It's like a sub sandwich. It's like a foot long. That thing is so thick and so wide. I've seen. I saw those memes of it where they mount the motherboard to the GPU rather than the GPU to the motherboard because it's way bigger than a motherboard. That thing looks ridiculous.
I have the 3080 standard, and I think I'm fine on that for a while.
Yeah,
as opposed to TI.
Yeah, I think I have a 2080 Ti, but I'm honestly not sure. I don't remember. But
do you guys do any like survival games?
Yeah,
Did you play The Forest?
Love The Forest. Looking forward to the sequel. It comes out.
That's the one that's been.
I think February.
Yeah, they pushed it back to February now. But it was supposed to come out like earlier this year, and then it was pushed to October, and now they're pushing it. I'm like, kill me.
I got a big party of guys together and played through The Forest together, like maybe 6 of us, I think. And we didn't do a bunch of base building. I don't think that was in the game yet at the time. But we did the main story, spelunking down the caves, getting all the gear, and then saving the kid. And I fell in love with that game. I really liked how scary it was. What's that?
Saving the kid?
Yeah. Yeah. And we saved him, got him out of there. I think back at the hotel when we got him back home, he like mutated or something, but I saved him.
I was gonna say we had an experience.
There's 2 different endings. You know, the sequel looks like a much better game. It looks like a full-fledged game, whereas the first one of those examples of a game that they developed, not quite done, and then never really finished it up with as much polish as you would like.
There were a ton of those from like 2016 through 2020 that came out that like got to their beta stage and then died. Which sucked, but I had a lot of fun with The Forest. I'm hoping the next one is everything it's cracked up to be. I'm excited for guns. Because that was...
Yeah, I always was envious of the elf's range weapon. I get other characters kind of had a... For people who don't know this game, if you built your elf the right way, she had rapid fire bows and unlimited ammo. And then imagine you as like a dude with a sword whose superpower was like lunging. And and it's like it's really hard to sort of get engaged, take out the mobs, be competitive when one person has basically a machine gun is going right? And you're like, wait, I want some too. And
what do you have to use your lunge skill? Like,
you're about
80%. Tricky because you put yourself in the middle of trouble. It is useful for getting out of trouble if you're smart. You don't use it up in advance, but you lunge into a crowd of problems, and then good luck after that. So
part of it was also that we had put so much time into it, and you hadn't, and so like
I had a level 30 guy.
Oh, well,
we were all over 30.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to build the character so it has more range to compete with the elf. Because, I mean, I played the elf a couple different ways. Like sometimes I would play it so it was that assassination melee character who was just running around with daggers, stabbing everything in the back, getting that like 12 times multiplier. And then sometimes I would be the machine gun elf because that's just so much fun. You're just
when there's a machine gun elf on your team, though. You're a spectator in this.
I broke 1,000 kills many times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was
like,
what was annoying.
On a game like that, I would have like a 30.
You'd have 150.
More than that. Maybe it's 150. But
you're not supposed to break 1,000 though in that game.
There were times where like my guy with his flail, the flagellant or whatever, the vagrant, whatever his name was, his like thing.
I don't think that's what that word means.
It was basically like the flagellant, FLAGGENT, right?
No, my
flagellating themselves.
That's what that word means.
And that's what this character was. He had like he was a guy who like hurt himself, and like my guy's whole thing was like, oh, he uses his ability, and then he doesn't really take damage, but he gains life from killing people. And I'd be like trying to get close, and I'd pop my guy's ability, and I'd like get close to start earning health back, and then just from behind me. just arrow, and I'm like, oh, no, I need to hit someone. Like, it's like, God damn it!
When I play that game, I try so hard. That's the game that makes me not blink so much that I had to get those special eye drops because I'm just trying so hard to kill as many fucking rats as I can.
That's such a fun game.
I'm looking forward to the new one, man. More. I can't wait to. It's not rats this time, which is a little bit of a bummer. I really like that it was rat centric, and you had just a different kind of rat for every thing in the army. So the leader is a rat general, and the foot soldier is this little pinky rat, and then there's a rat ogre, and there's a rat abomination, and it's great. Everything's a rat.
It's very, very cool.
They added the goat men later on. I enjoy that a lot too. Yeah, the goat men are fun with chaos.